Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Asyraf Mohyedin. Um, I would like to present my CSP650 project. The name project is Keycloak LDAP Performance. I would like to introduce a little bit about my project. So my project background is about I will do I my project is about LDAP. LDAP is a protocol that connects to the directory. And directory server typically used to store authentication information, for example, username and password. Hence, directory need to be secure. Nowadays, LDAP authentication is not secure and usually use the third party to cover it up. So, for my project, I want to use Keycloak for that method. Secure and it's also easy to manage. And the problem statement is according to Obimbo and Ferryman 2011 that the second flaw of LDAP is that since it was designed for directory access, security was appended to the design and not fully support. Second one is according to Tabato Asimi and Sarki 2016. Kerberos characterized by two main functions, a string to key function to generate a basic key and derive key function to generate three keys from a basic key, but both functions are vulnerable to brute force and dictionary attacks. For my project, objective is to design a testbed. The second one is to evaluate throughput, latency, and response time, and the third one is to design authentication architecture using LDAP and Keycloak. And the scope, I will use Ubuntu OS. I will use Apache JMeter tools, LDAP version 3, Open LDAP, and Keycloak. The significance of this project is user can clearly understand whether this integration is effective or not. Also, beside that, give user an option to use a better directory server and a guideline for future research. And this is my physical design. Actually, my physical design is only use one laptop, but on the same laptop will have server and client. Here is my methodology. The first one is analysis. For analysis, I will gather information and the information of project that I want to make and the information of hardware and software that I will use. Second one is installation and configuration. I will install the server. I will install the performance tools. The third one is experiment setup. I will set up the tools and server and run the test bed to get the result. And the last one but not least, result and comparison. The result that I get, I will sort it and I will compare it to get the answer which server is better in performance. This will be my result observation table. I will use one user, 100 user, and 1000 user, and the result I will put it divided into two, which is front page and login. Hello, today I will show you how I integrate Open LDAP server with the Keycloak server. Okay. Assuming the Keycloak server have already installed, the Open LDAP server have already installed and have already create user. Okay, I will show you. First, this is my Open LDAP server. Okay, I already create two person. Okay, and here is my Keycloak server. Okay, first I will show you how I integrate the server. First, I create the room. At first, after we install the Keycloak server, it was only master room. Then we need to create another room, which is demo, and click user verification, add provider, and LDAP. So here is the form that we need to fill in order to integrate. So after fill the blanks, it will be like this. Okay, we put the connection URL, the user DN. All those things we can have at the open LDAP. See, this is our DN. This is our user DN. See, okay. So after put all information, we need to test the connection. If it's success, it will show the pop-up message. Then we need to authenticate. First we put the bind DN, then we put our password. Okay, then we try to authenticate. Okay, see, it pop up the message, success message. Then we will synchronize all users. It shows to update users, means we success import to our 2 user, and we can see here our user. Okay, admin can edit, delete, and impersonate. Yeah, first name, last name. Okay, so for user, we try to log in black. You see, Jason. Okay, it means that the integration is success and user can log in successfully. Okay, for the performance test, I use JMeter. Okay, here. So at first we need to create a thread. So how to create? I just add thread user and thread group. After create thread group, we need to add sampler HTTP request. I create 2 HTTP requests, which is main page and login. After that, I will create the listener. Listener is to show the result. Okay, there are many ways to show the result. Generate sample result, aggregate graph, and so first we need view result tree. It easier. Okay, first, as I say in the project, I want to try to test 1 user, 100 user, and 1000 user. So first I will put 1 user first. Okay, for the main page, I put the server name, IP, port number. Okay, for login, I put the path. Where do I get? I get it from here. Here. Okay, from the URL both. So, and put the username and password. So we go to the view result tree and we run. As you can see, it success. So the result will be processed in all the listener. Okay, the graph result also will you we see, but because it is just one user, we can't see that much. Aggregate graph here, as you can see. Okay, aggregate report same as aggregate graph, but just report, not have graph. Okay, I put the simple data writer for me to export the data into the HTML. So how do I do it? Okay, at first I need to create one folder, which is JMeter. I create 3 folder, 1 user, 100 user, and 1000 user. And in the folder also I need to create the HTML report. Okay, for 1 user, for 100 user, and 4000 user. Okay, so after already create the folder, then I need to run the command. Okay, actually supposedly the original folder is don't have any folder in it. It's just like this. I give you an example. Okay, Keycloak and new folder HTML report. Okay, at first it only have HTML report and the folder. Okay, this is the original one. Okay, so whenever I run the command is like -jmeter -n-t and location save. It means the place where I put the save words here. Okay, so the place that I put is in the bin. Okay, in the bin in the root. So how I get the place? I just go to the authentication, go to the computer root. Okay, Apache bin. Here will be the place that I put the report. The report will be OpenID Connect. Here, this is the report. Okay, so I just click properties and get the parent folder, copy. Okay, copy, then just paste it. Okay, we delete the admin things. Okay, so after bin we need to add the folder name, OpenID connect.js. Okay, this is our folder name for the works that I save. Okay, and -l, and okay, this is the place where I save the CSV. CSV is file that file of result that I can open using the Excel, PowerPoint Excel. So the place is at the desktop here. Okay, this one I want to install this one, so I need to put this is the original one. Before it don't have the CSV. After run the command, it will exist here. Okay, exist like this. So we need to put this place. Okay, so how? Just you know, just properties, take the folder, parent folder, and paste. Okay, Keycloak 1, you just put what kind of name you can name it. Okay, in this case I just put report 1 dot csv. Okay, and minus e minus o minus o, and this one is the location of HTML, this one. Okay, so we just put the name, which is HTML report Keycloak 1, HTML report Keycloak 1. Then we will click enter. After click enter, this folder will exist also in the HTML report Keycloak 1 will have all this folder automatically. The original one is this. We only create two folder, this one and this one. But after we run the command, they will create another folder here and another folder here. Okay, so that's how I get the result. Okay, so after that, in here we can see the result here, more let's say more specific here. It shows the result, all the result I get from here. You see the login main page, it show the throughput and the response time, average response time, average minimum, average max. Also the error, but one user don't have any error. It also shows the throughput here, hit per second. We can't see the graph because it shows only dot. Okay, has so many options: code per second, transaction per second, and etc. Response time. This way I get the result. You can refer to the report. So, and this process repeat from 1 user to 100 user. Okay, this one we will clear the result, and we run again for 100 user. See, okay, then we can see the click graph. Before that, we need to display the new graph. Okay, this one is for the 100 user. Okay, the result, and this process will goes on until I get 1000 user, and I repeat the same one to the open LDAP server. So that's how I get the result. Okay, so with the result here, this is for first user, this is for 100 user. See, 100 user, and this is 4000 user. So that's how I get the result, and that's how I compare it, and the rest
is on the report, which is I found that Open LDAP has an advantage if regarding to the throughput, response time, and latency that I measure, and OpenLDAP is more better than the Keycloak server in terms of performance. So that's it from my project. Thank you.